Welcome back, guys. Hope everybody's having a great day today. I know I am. Today, I feel like talking about a 1981 slasher. I think it came out, 1981. I'm reading it on my computer because I'm that much of a dumbass. 1981 slasher film called The Burning. And it stars Jason Alexander, Holly Hunter, and Brian Backer. And I think Brian Backer was in Seinfeld. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Somebody in that movie was from Seinfeld, and what purpose does it serve to the plot? I don't fucking know. So The Burning is about a guy named Cropsy who gets burned almost to a crisp at camp, or gets burned to a crisp at camp, almost to death. I meant to say. I'm just tired. It's late. So he decides he's gonna go back to the camp and kill people. Now, do I like this movie? Yes. Are there some problems? Yes, and we're going to go ahead and get into the problems. The first problem I have with this movie is Cropsy himself is just... He's not a very... What's the word I'm looking for? Or words I'm looking for. He's not a very interesting, unique character. He's just a burnt guy is what he is. There's nothing really to him. He's mad because he got burnt by some idiots at his camp, and now he wants to go and kill people at the camp that had nothing to do with being burnt. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? I mean, then again, it could make sense because, he's just a psychopath and he just wants to kill people. But he didn't really strike me as a psychopath in the very beginning. He just struck me as somebody who just... He didn't really strike me as anything because I didn't really get to know him before he became who he became. I mean, it's different from Michael Myers because you saw Michael Myers was just some random kid who stabbed his sister. That right there is enough to... distinguish what kind of person he is. You see the house you see the house Michael Myers lived in, a very nice neighborhood, looked like he came from a good family. He just kills his sister. But there's something bugging him. There's nothing really bugging him other than some idiots that just can't burn him, so he's gonna go kill random people. And there's just no character development for Cropsy other than more killing people, I guess. But that's all I'll say about Cropsy. Another problem I have is some of the stuff that happens in this movie is kind of stupid. Like, there's a scene where they're all on their canoeing trip there. They're canoeing down the river, and big badass Roddy Piper kind of motherfucker there. He's not Roddy Piper, but the guy who, I guess, resembles Roddy Piper to me personally, having sex with this girl and all that. And he goes back, and I think he was grabbing condoms. I'm not sure what he was doing. And he gets back to the camp, and everybody's asleep, right? And there's a fire going, and you look at the sky. It's blue. It looks like it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's like, why the fuck are these people going to bed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Everybody's asleep. There's a campfire going. Everybody's in their sleeping bags at 2 o'clock, and then he asked the guy, he wakes the dude up, and the dude's like, what time is it? I was like, oh, I don't know, 2 o'clock? Wow. Other than that, oh yeah, I like the part at the end where they're like, running and chasing each other through a Mayan temple. But, other than that, I don't really have any other problems, because the rest of this movie's awesome. I think just the slow burn, I thought it was a well-directed film. I thought it was, very suspenseful. There were many times in the movie where you thought somebody was going to get killed, and nobody got killed. And it was just all about a big build-up till it built up to the big raft scene, where Buddy there with the long hair gets his fingers cut off. Big fat chick with the orange gets her forehead slit open, and everybody's on there just getting slaughtered like a slaughterhouse. It's like a big fucking slaughterhouse out on the water. And that scene was awesome. That was That's one of the best horror scenes. That's probably in my top 5 favorite scenes in any horror movie. Um, I I don't know. I think it's a better film than Sleepaway Camp. But now let's talk about the characters. The characters are pretty likable. There are some funny things that the characters do. Like, for instance, the Roddy Piper badass wannabe guy. I know it's not really Roddy Piper in case a certain troll a specific one that I'm talking about takes that in the wrong way. I know it's not Roddy Piper. Cut me a break, dude. Cameron. That guy. I don't know what it is about that guy. Just the fact that he's always trying to get laid by the same girl and she keeps rejecting him. He just never gives up. Like, bravo for your confidence. Like, I would never have that kind of confidence. And then he finally gets laid and goes and wakes up his counselor, who is asleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not getting back into that before I rant about it. That character was awesome, and just all of the other characters, they were funny, and they were likable characters. They seemed like the kind of people you'd just find at camp, A very good group of kids. Group of kids who wouldn't really do much harm to anybody other than the Roddy Piper wannabe. That's the kind of guy I probably would have punched in the face, but I probably would have beat the shit out of. Because, people like that kind of tend to get on my nerves. But when I see them in a movie and when I see them die in a movie, for some reason I end up liking that character. I don't know why. It's whatever. The Burning it's a solid slasher film. It's one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. I'd put it in about top 15. Maybe spot number 15. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll rank my top 15 slasher films. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I might actually do that. But The Burning, I'm going to give it a B-. That doesn't mean it's bad by any means. It's not a great movie, but it's a good one. It's a fun movie. I'll have to watch it again sometime. I highly recommend you guys check it out if you haven't already. That's it for this little review I had. Hope everybody enjoyed it, really. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes. But yeah, thank you all for your support. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm out.